In this video, we are looking at the Higher Graphics Assignment 2019, which was the speaker. In this video, we are going to look at sweep along a path in order to create part 4, the stabilizing rod. Now, just in the last video where we used loft, sweep along a path is a new 3D command for Higher. Despite the fact that this might look slightly complicated, sweep along a path is actually pretty simple. First of all, we need to create the path that our shape is going to go along. Once we have our path, we are then going to turn on a plane which is perpendicular to our path, draw our shape, and then Inventor will do the rest. So the first thing we're going to do is draw out this path that our circle is going to go along and sweep across. So in Inventor, we're going to go up to File, New, make sure that we've got metric selected and select standard millimeters. Once loaded, we're going to start a 2D sketch and we're going to select the XY plane. Now, looking at the drawing, we can see that the first line, which is down this side, is going down 50 millimeters. And then from the plan, we can see that it then goes out another 50 millimeters. So I'm going to go back to Inventor. I'm going to select line. And from the green dot in between the two axes, I'm going to go down 90 degrees, 50 millimeters, and then out to the side, another 50 millimeters. So that I have this shape here. We then need to go down again, and we can see here that we're going to go down 40 millimeters, and then we're going to go all the way along 140. At the end of the 140, we're just repeating the exact same thing we did before, so up 40, along 50, and up 50, so that we can finish off the path. So I'm going to get my line, start off at the edge of the 50 where the green dot is. I'm going to go down 40. I'm going to go along 140. At the edge of this line, I'm going to go up 40. Along 50. And then up 50. And there we should have this shape here. Now you can check that you've done the directions correctly by selecting dimension, and from the top of your first 50 line to the top of the second 50 line should be 40. Now we can see here that each of the corners around our path have a radius of 5. So we're going to go to the fillet command, and we're going to change that to 5 millimeters. And we're going to select each line. So first of all, the 50 and the 50 to curve that corner. And then going to go 50 to the 40, 40 to the 140, and then repeat on the other side. So 140 to the 40, 40 to the 50, and 50 to the 50. And that has curved in between all of the lines. So that is our path completed. So we can finish the sketch. And we can see here that we have our path all dimensioned. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to turn on a plane perpendicular to this path. So I'm going to go to the origin folder and I'm going to find the plane that runs across the top. So in this case, it is the XZ plane. So I'm going to right click that plane and turn on the visibility. And we want to check that from the front, the plane runs at the top of our path. Next, we're going to start a sketch on that plane. And we're going to draw a circle with a diameter of 6. So I'm going to get the circle tool, and I need to make sure that I draw the circle where the top of my line is. So you can see here, in this case, it is the yellow dot. So I'm going to make sure that I go over it so it turns green, and I'm going to draw a circle at 6 millimeters and finish the sketch. So you can see here, not only do I have my path, I now have my circle sitting on top of the path. So now we're going to use the sweep 3D modeling technique. And this brings up this here. So the first thing we're going to do is make sure that the profile tick is our blue circle. So it's already highlighted it and it's blue. We're then going to go down to the second arrow, which says path, and we're going to select the path that we created. Press OK, and that has created a 3D shape along the path that we've made. The last thing we want to do is right-click our plane and turn off the visibility, and then we can go ahead and go to File, Save As, and save it into our OneDrive folder.